Yo, it's Zay from the Go. Or something like that. Like, that sound cool? That ain't. Yeah, that shit, it's kind of cool. I don't know how y'all be doing them intros and all that other little stuff, so we gonna get right to it, right? It's Zay Blizzard, Zay for short, and for today's video, I'm gonna give y'all a mistake that all of these barbers have been, these popular barbers have been, leading y'all on to believe about being successful, about starting up, about, taper and fade blades. We gonna go through it all, man. So stay tuned. Alright. So first thing first, right? When you beginning off being a barber, you do not have to spend $600, $400, $200 on all of these popular trimmers that they oversaturate in the market with, right? What I would recommend you do, take your butt down there to Walmart, your local Walmart, CVS or whoever sell them little Conrad or Walls pack of clippers and trimmers, the little combos, spend like $30 or $40 on that, and then run it, man. And I'm saying that, because you're beginning off being a barber. You don't even know if this is finna be a field that you finna dip and dabble into. You don't know if you finna make a lucrative career off of this. Like, you don't know none of this. You just starting off. So go there, spend $40 or $50 or how much ever it costs, to buy that stuff, and then run it off of that. And then in that time that you using them $50 clippers, perfect your craft, Work on, getting the seed motion right. Work on your blend technique. Work on perfecting what you're trying to put out there into the world. Hey, so we gonna get right into the type of blades, right? So you have a taper blade and a fade blade. You got a million other type of blades, but we're not finna overwhelm ourselves with describing what a fusion blade is, a vapor blade, a wedge blade, and all of these other type of blades. All of them derive from the foundation of a taper and a fade blade. So we're gonna do like a compare and contrast thing with it. With a taper blade, you can go from 1 millimeter all the way up to 3. That's not a blade that you'll use to get out like bald lines or harsh lines or anything else like that. That is a blade that you focus more on doing your blends with for your face and the different levels of your blade. With that blade, it is extremely forgiving, right? So if you are just beginning out and you bump a line up too high, or you trying to do this, that, and the third with the blend and get it to mesh well, it's a lot more forgiving. So if you go up a little bit too high, it's not going to be as noticeable, and you can correct that issue a lot easier with a taper blade than you would with a fade blade. Then moving over there to the fade blade, right? Not saying that it's a bad blade at all, but for beginners, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a blade that you can work with, if you got a little bit of time and everything else like that, but that blade is not forgiving. With that blade, right, you'll take out those harsh bald guidelines that you set in there with the trimmers and everything. You could use the trimmers, but we're talking about clippers right now. So that'll be that's more tailored to that. And the lengths that one go to is a 0.5 all the way up to like a 2.5. And you will use that fade blade to blend out and do like the little fine tuning with your haircuts and everything else like that. I almost forgot. With the taper blade, right? Another benefit to having a taper blade for a beginning barber is it helps you, or it promotes you to use a C cup. Like if you look at the tip of this blade, right, it has like a bevel or like a curve or whatever to it, and that's to promote that C motion, right? So when you're cutting hair and you're doing fades, you want to tip out like that. With the taper blade, because of the way that it's beveled, it's a lot more easy for you to get that motion down, packing everything. Back to the fade. Talk about the detail and talk about that, all the other stuff. And to sum it up, that's basically what it is. A taper blade is something that I feel every barber should start off with, because it is going to be times when you're not used to a certain type of texture. It is going to be times where you're not comfortable with cutting this individual's head and all this other stuff. And that taper blade is forgiving. It gives you that forgiveness, for making little minor mistakes and everything for it. With the fade blade, not trying to knock it again, it's just a blade that I feel a more experienced barber should have. And then with y'all buying clippers, man, stop going out and trying to, keep up with the Jones. Go Walmart, CVS, or whatever. Buy them cheap little clippers, then run it, man. Focus on refining your craft before you start investing in yourself like that. $200 is a lot of money. To $300 is even more. $400 for a combo or whatever. Like the ranges go all the way up to like $600 or whatever. You don't need all that fancy stuff. Work on perfecting the basics and everything. Get your foundation right, and then once you start getting in that money and everything, and the business is becoming lucrative, and you got the money back for those $50 clippers, there you go invest in something. But just don't, dive off the deep end with it, and you don't even know if you know how to swim yet. But that concludes today's video. This is Zay Blends It Out. Fuck with me next time.